الأسماء التي دعاك بها سيد.
You know, in the old days, they say, if the man doesn't come for Fajr prayer in a village, he doesn't come for Fajr in Jami, nobody sees him for Fajr, but he only comes for other times, especially he comes for Isha, let's say, or he doesn't come for Isha. When it's easy, you know, Zuhr comes. They say that man is definitely a munafiq. There are signs. There are signs. Maybe that man is good, does the blah, but he's a munafiq. You understand? So which means we have to watch what kind of signs that we give. Good signs or bad signs. So, now, we are not going to be those ones also that only try to show up not once a day only when we are together, just show up once a week, showing up by force. We become Juma to Juma Muslims. This is not why we are here also as a Jamaat. You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be here all the time. If you cannot, you must say, it is wrong. Don't say, normal is to stay home most of the time. If I have extra time, I'm going to be in the dargah to make zikr and to listen to sohbah. No. The reason why we're here is to make zikr and to listen to sohbah. Yes? To run away from that craziness that is outside. Because Shaykh Effendi says this is how you prepare yourselves for Ahir Zaman, how you prepare yourselves for Mahdi alayhi salam. He says read Quran, worship, be good, step on your ego. This is the reason why we're here. If you're here and you're not taking that reason, you're not doing that, then you're lost. Do you understand? So make time. Don't be Juma to Juma. Or don't be Muslims who are only going to celebrate Islamic things. Let's say Ramadan to Ramadan. And we're looking, they're celebrating Ramadan. It's not really about stepping on your ego. Again, Ramadan is about eating and drinking. Complete opposite Ahir Zaman. You don't see so many posts online, on social media, about food. Maybe so much, maybe 10 times, you see. But Ramadan time, 1,000 times. Isn't that true? During Ramadan time, 1,000 times they're going to show you, buy this and buy that. Enjoy this and enjoy that. Oh yeah, okay, they quote some hadith, but it is this. Ramadan is really about this. Why do you fast? Because we can feast. It's wrong. It's like training your ego, training your animal first. Sit, and then later it says, now go and do whatever you want, steal, kill, whatever you want, and then bring it back. Now sit. That's why Muslims become psychotic. Yeah, they don't know what it is. But preparing for Ramadan, you don't prepare for Ramadan inside of Ramadan. In the old days, they start preparing months before, and Allah has put it. The Ramadan, it is a month of the Ummah. But before the month of the Ummah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put the month of the Prophet ﷺ. And that is the month of Sha'ban. Before the month of Sha'ban, He has put the month of Rajab, that we are entering, inshallah, in a week's time, if Allah gives us life, if this world still stands. That's another thing. Just to remember death is something that is so weird and difficult for people, just to remember death. So, it's entering the month of Allah, Rajab. Prepare. How are you going to prepare? They don't like it. They haven't found a way to commercialize Rajab yet. They haven't. They will. They commercialize everything. Don't be surprised. Nobody knows about Ragaib, right? They will. Maybe some smart, business-savvy Sufi is going to commercialize Ragaib to make it popular. So everybody knows, everybody can practice. But it's going to be about, They will. They did for Ramadan. They did for Eid. So, the night of Ragaib is one of the holiest nights in Islam. The first Thursday night of the month of Allah in Rajab. And like this or like that, it seems as if we are going to enter into Rajab. And on that night of entering, it is also the night of Raghaib, 2024, 100 years since the fall of the Khilafat. So let's try to do something different. What are these holy months for? In the old days, these 3 holy months is when sheikhs, they put their murids to seclusion. You're going to pull back a little bit more. You're going to watch. You're going to see. Those who are traveling, they pull back also a little bit more. They're going to watch. They're not going to be drowned in the activities that they're doing. Those who are working, those who are, you are not. You're going to pull back. You're going to recede back into your cave a little bit and watch. Yes, you work. Yes, you laugh. Yes, you spend. You do so many things, but you're not going to drown it. You're going to pull back a little bit. So this is the month that we're going to enter. Prepare. Many zikrs that you can do. It's the month of Allah. Take the zikrs that's concerning Allah. Simple. You want to say Allah, just Allah, do Allah. You're going to say one day, every day, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to say La ilaha illallah. Do La ilaha illallah. Who's going to stop you? You say, I'm going to make 10,000. Do it. Our Shaykh had said, between the time of Asr and Maghrib, if you sit down, even for a few minutes, and you say, Ya Rabbi, especially for murids of this order, with the blessings of my Shaykh and our Grand Shaykh, I'm intending to enter into seclusion for this time, every day, and I'm just going to make some zikr. Especially if you say, Nawaitu arba'in, to uzlan, to khalwa, to riyada. As Grand Sheikh Abdullah had said, any of our murids who say that, they get the blessings from the power of the awliya Allah. They get the blessings just by intending and making that, saying those words. So we trust them. Sit, spend a few minutes. This is what I mean. You do other things, now stop for a few minutes. You can. Everybody stops for a few minutes to check their phones. Few minutes, few hours, you can stop. Everything can stop and you're stuck in that phone. So why can't we do that? That is stepping in your ego too. So the month of the night of Raghaib is a holy night. You may pray extra prayers. You don't know what to pray. You're going to say, I'm going to pray extra 10 rakats. Every rakat I'm going to pray 1 Fatiha, 10 Ikhlas. It's okay. Or I'm going to pray, in each rakat I'm going to recite 100 Ikhlas. That's okay. This is nafila ibadat. This is not farz. With nafila you can do as many as you want. You're not going too extreme. You're not disturbing people. Do. Your intention must be clear. What is your intention? Don't just say, I intend to do this because so that my risk can increase. I can get this from dunya, I can get that from dunya. No. The intention has to be very clear. For us in this way, our intention is to fulfill the reason of our creation, to become servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The servant has a lot of duties. Now, the more that you are certain what kind of duty that you are doing, then you fulfill that servanthood. The sultan is also a servant who fulfills the duty of a sultan. It is not required for him to fulfill the duty of a Shaykhul Islam. The Shaykhul Islam is also a servant of Allah, but his duty is not to be the sultan. His duty is to be the Shaykhul Islam. The duty of a hamal, a porter, that is his duty, to carry, to earn rizq for his family. That is his duty. It is not his duty now to become an alim. These are the days of confusion where they tell us you must be everything and do everything. And you can change as many times as you want. There is no identity. Everyone is from earth. They say don't be earth. Be what? Be fluid. No more earth. You're no longer made from earth, right? You become fluid. It's not like that. So take your time in the night, in the daytime. If you want to fast, of course it's recommended to fast Monday, Thursdays. If you want to fast every day, fast. This is not the time to pull away from your worldly responsibility completely and say, he's saying to worship, I'm not going to care if my children are like this, my wife is like this, my job is like this. No, that is your responsibility, you have to fulfill. But you're going to pull yourself back and you're going to say, I'm going to spend more time with my Lord too. And that peace will enter, the power will enter, the strength will enter, inshallah. In the month of Allah, the holy day, the holy night that is going to enter, inshallah, on the 27th is the night of Mi'raj. So 2 nights is not 2 days. Bayram is day, Eid is day, but this is night. And as our Shaykh said, there are 5 holy nights in Islam, 5. And out of these 5, in these 3 holy months, how many are there? 4. 4 are there. Laylatul Raghaib, Laylatul Mi'raj, Laylatul Nisfu Sha'ban, the mid of Sha'ban, and Laylatul Qadr. 4 layl. So, we aim for that. How beautiful they have arranged it for us. Aim for that. Talk about it. Talk to your children about it. Remind them every day, big blessing is going to come. You do this, all the shaitans are going to run away. You don't do this, shaitans is going to come and sit next to you. It is true. We are not lying. Make this to be important. Give it importance. Talk to them. Do something different. You know how to do something different when it is their birthday, your birthday, you got promotion, nice day, you want to do something. This is holy days, special days. Do something different with them so that they know this is a different. They have a good feeling that is inside. Make new traditions. It's going to be good for you. Don't worry. People say it's bid'ah. Tell them to go and take a hike. We don't care. So, the month of Allah, very unusual. Why is it unusual? Because the 2 holy nights, really it's about the Prophet, it's not about Allah. The month of the Prophet, ﷺ, the most important day in that month is Nisfu Sha'ban, Laylatul Barat. Laylatul Barat. Laylatul Barat, the 15th, is when Allah will give us Barat. Let's say, the determination of where we are, our grade, our diploma, to say we pass or we fail. Our deeds are all going to be taken up. So when you start preparing yourself in the month of Allah, because you are also preparing for Barat, because Barat is when all your deeds for the whole year is going to be sent. You understand? A full report. Before that, with all these holy nights, you are looking at your days, your months, your year, and you're saying, I have so many things, wrong things that I did. I have to clear it. Debt I have to pay. Now I will worship more. I will recite more. I'll become more good. I will run to do good things. I'll step on my ego. You clear your debt. When the time of Barat comes, when your file is sent up there, it's going to be filled only with good things. It's very important. So that, with that, then they will determine the next year. Simple. As our Shaykh had said, Allah will say, my servant is he, running towards me, and running away from dunya and his desires. He says, yes. Then open the way more for him to come and run towards me for the coming year. But make it easier for him to. The servant, is he running away from me and towards the dunya and shaitan, his desires? Yes. Open that way more for them to run towards that dunya and away from me. So this is still in our hands. Those who are arguing too much back and forth, is this determined, is this qadr, is this, is that? Allah is giving us chance. All the chance, all the mercy is for us. All the prayers that the angels are making, it is for us. What are we doing? We're sleeping. We're not hearing. We're not listening. We're not understanding. We're not taking advantage of that. So the month of the Prophet now has nothing to do with the Prophet. It has to do with the Ummah. The month of Allah, it has to do with His beloved. The beloved of Allah, which is the Prophet. The month of the Prophet, the month of the beloved Allah, has to do with what is beloved to the Prophet. And this is Ummah. Now, the month of the Ummah, what has it got to do with? The month of the Ummah, which is Ramadan now. Now you're preparing yourself, you clean yourself, you enter into Ramadan, so easy. That time you'll take off. Because you've done all the work. You're fasting, you're doing so many things. Month of Ramadan now, when Ramadan first enters, now it will be an Eid. It is freedom. You feel more free. Of course you will. Because you are also struggling in those 2 holy months, also they're holy, but the shaitans are still around, they're not locked up. But you're trying to worship, you're trying to fast. It's not easy, because shaitans are still running around. But the month of Ramadan, Allah is saying, the Prophet ﷺ saying, Allah will lock up all the shaitans. Now you feel the freedom. Now you can jump into being close to Allah by the ibadahs that you're going to do. So you feel the freedom. And the month of the Ummah, Ramadan, the night of Laylatul Qadr, it has to do with Allah. Laylatul Qadr, Allah. The greatness of Allah. But who asked for that? The Prophet asked for that. Again, for who? For himself? Again, it is for the Ummah. For us. We think we remember Allah. Allah remembers us. We think we're giving salawat to the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ is worried about us. We think we remember them, they remember us. So pull ourselves back, inshallah, make that firm intention. Try to sit, as our Shaykh had said, very simply. You don't know anything. You cannot do anything. Just sit quietly and say, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rasulullah, I just am sitting here because I want to be with you. You've seen children, you have children, maybe you don't, but you have little children around you. How your heart breaks when they cry. And you say, why are you crying? I want to be with you. I want you. Yes? You all experience that one way or another. Your heart breaks. You love them. Because they can be the most naughty one. They do so many wrong things. But then they're crying when they see you, they hug you and they say, oh, don't go away, I just want to be with you. And your heart breaks and you love them so much. You think the one who put that love in us, he doesn't have that much love? When we turn to him in all our disobedience, and we just sit and very simple, we say, I just want to be with you, Ya Rabbi. Ya Rasulullah. So make this religion alive and simple in yourselves, inshallah. May Allah forgive me and bless you. May Allah raise the station of our shaykhs who taught us everything, who taught us our Lord, who taught us our Prophet, who taught us our religion. Without him, without the golden chain, without the breaths of the awliyas, we would all be dead. May Allah forgive us, inshallah, and raise their station. Al-Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.